Hey guys, welcome to today's video. It's going to be a little bit different of a format. So if you guys have been watching my channel for the last month at least, you saw that I was working outside in the backyard refresh, and that was a lot of work. So I feel like I'm just now like coming up for air from that, and I'm starting to plan my next projects, all of my next videos. So just been doing that this morning and working on my laptop, doing a bunch of designing, which we'll get to in a minute, but haven't even changed out of my pajamas yet. I did brush my teeth and wash my face, and before I moisturize, I want to tell you guys about a new product that I have been using, and that is the UFO 3 by Foreo Sweden. Now, they are sponsoring this video, but I swear I do love this device. It's the newest product in their UFO line, and it is a deep facial hydration device. It works with these little masks, and you just take out the back ring, and then you're gonna put your mask over like that, and then replace the little ring. The device can be controlled through the app because it's connected through Bluetooth. You can actually heat the device up. You can also set it to cool, so it can like help to depuff around your eyes. And then you can use different lights. Blue is good for inflammation. Red is supposed to be good for the stimulation of collagen. You don't have to use the app if you don't want to. It comes with 8 different pre-settings. You can just click on the top to change through them, but I think the app is really cool because it simplifies the whole process. So if like you don't know what settings you want to use, you can just go in the app, and I'm using the Make My Day hydrating mask. I would just click on that, find it in the app, and then you just apply it to your face all over with the correct settings for the mask. And since I've started using this UFO 3, my skin has seriously been so much more hydrated. I feel like my skin is absorbing like my serums and my moisturizers so much better. The UFO 3 rarely goes on sale, but right now it's 30% off. And if you click the link down in the description and use my code Kelsey10, you can get an additional 10% off, but that's only for the first 50 buyers. So make sure that you guys go check them out. I mentioned before, I just finished up the backyard refresh, and before I started that, I used a program called Canva to design it, and this is how it turned out. So I was able to see how it was going to look. It's also really helpful when you're starting from a blank slate, like this is the guest bedroom, and I was able to make a mood board, and then it turned into this. I've used it in so many of my projects. I didn't use it at the very beginning, but it's really helped along the way. Like this is my daughter's bedroom, and then I was able to make a mood board with her and pick out the colors and the wallpaper, and that's how her bedroom turned out. Very similar to the mood board. This is the hallway, where I was able to see how my rug would coordinate with the doors. That's how that turned out. Just gives you a better idea. It's really helpful in the bathroom because this is my kid's bath, and I changed so many things in there, including the flooring and wall color, and I wanted to see how everything would work together, and that's how it ended up looking at the end. And again, my son's bedroom, he was able to help me design a mood board for his room, what he wanted to have included. And this is how his bedroom turned out. Also in my main bathroom, again, bathrooms are tricky because there's so many elements in there. So this was the mood board that I had come up with it. And this is how that bathroom turned out. And it was super helpful whenever I was designing the exterior of my home. This is what it looked like whenever we first bought the house. And this is just a very basic mock-up that I did on Canva. And this is how the house is looking so far. I still have so many projects that I want to do out here to this exterior. The main thing that I want to work on is getting grass out here somehow, whether it's turf, although I did look up some prices of that, and that is incredibly expensive. So an option that we have to maybe grow some real grass is possibly removing this tree. I got a quote on that, and it is doable. I mean, it's still expensive, but it is doable, and that would bring some light to a lot more sunshine to the front yard, that maybe we could grow some grass, have a better chance. And then I'm just removing all of the top of this tree here so we can get a better idea of what we want to do out here. So another thing that I want to definitely do is add in a brick porch, like in these pictures that you see right here. I think it'll add a lot of character and charm to the front of the house, just on this front little walkway here, just to give it some dimension, and then maybe possibly adding a second light on the other side of the garage door maybe would bring some balance to the front of the house. And if we have more sunlight in the front of the house, it will really open up my options as far as what I can plant in the front flower bed. So it would be really nice to maybe have some roses or gardenias or something like that that would have more blooming flowers on it in the front. I think I would really like that. And I like to just add in a few details here just to make it a little bit more interesting. But here is where I need all of your help. So for a while, you guys have been suggesting that I add shutters to the front of the house. And I don't know why, I don't love shutters, but I'm willing to give it a chance to see how it's going to look. I'm just trying some different colors, different options, a tan or a black. I didn't really love either of those, but surprisingly, I did not dislike shutters, the color of the garage door, which is Lauriston Stone by Sherwin-Williams. It's a really pretty gray green color. I've talked about it a lot on my channel. So let's go ahead and add those in and see what it would look like with shutters on all of the windows so you can get a better idea. So this is our first option, but I do have some more ideas that I want to see what you guys think about these. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of these shutters so we can start back with our blank slate. And the first thing that I'm thinking about doing is adding above these windows here is some siding. And I really like the look of houses that have, I think it's called a window header. It's warm wood to break up the brick. And so I thought those might look really nice to replace that siding above the windows if I were able to do some kind of wood treatment like this above the 3 windows. It would just add some warmth. And another idea that I loved was adding something to break up the brick above the garage door. I could add a pergola like this, but I also loved the idea of doing kind of like a mini roof. I think they call it an eyebrow roof. You can see it in these pictures here, kind of just a little mini roof above the garage with some corbels, and I think it just adds some character to the house. I really liked the curve detail on this, and it would really just add a little bit of something extra to the front of the house. I think I would have to figure out how to build that. I also forgot to add in a new roof here because we're going to be replacing the roof eventually, so I wanted to include that. Another option for the front yard that I forgot to mention is we could always do something like this, some kind of turf and stone option to make it look really fancy, just something interesting. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you like the first option with the shutters, or do you like the next option, which is the little roof and the wood? Also, just for fun, do you like the third option with everything all together, the shutters and the wood? So here is another space that I need you guys to tell me what you think. This is the living room when we first moved into the house, and after a lot of work, here is how it turned out. I wanted to add some arches to these built-ins and paint them a little darker. So that's what I ended up doing. That's how that turned out. But one thing that kind of missed the mark for me was this fireplace surround here. It's just kind of plain looking. I don't think it is proportional, I guess. So I'm just adding in some flooring so it won't interfere with what we're trying to see here. One option that I can do is just to paint the vertical shiplap the color of the arches and then just add a wood surround to give it some more interest and some warmth. So that is option number 1, which would be the easiest and be most simple. But I also love this plaster look here. So that is something that we could do over the shiplap, plaster it in, and then if we wanted to add some more warmth, we could also add a wood mantle to that, break up all of the lighter colors. And then this would be the most expensive option and the most extensive, but I love the look of this stone. And so maybe we could do something like that. It would require me to kind of reconfigure the place in the middle, but add another wood mantle here. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the stone look? Do you like the first look of the vertical shiplap, or do you like the plaster? So tell me what you think in the comments. The last space that I need some help with is this half bath. This is what it looked like when we first bought the house, and this is what it looked like after a lot of work, but I think we can do a little bit better. I've been loving these dark, moody interiors, so I want to kind of mimic that with maybe a paneled wall like this and a dark blue gray color, and I love this wood accent ceiling. I think it would be perfect for this half bath. The ceiling is not too big, it wouldn't be too expensive. Then maybe we could paint the vanity a darker brown, and I love this marbled kind of veiny look for a countertop. The countertop needs to replace on top of this vanity, so maybe we'll go with something like that and some brass hardware and add in the mirror. And then I really loved this light fixture, the curved detail on it. One thing that definitely needs to be replaced is the toilet. It's really small. It's the last one to be replaced in the house. Maybe add a plaid window shade, and this is the first look. I got some inspiration for the second look from this picture. I loved the plaid, so maybe we could do some wallpaper like that. I've never done wallpaper. I've been wanting to try, but to break it up so it's not too much, we could do kind of a board and batten treatment on the bottom, that same wood ceiling, and maybe do the vanity a same color as the wall, and then maybe do a more simple vanity top. All the other accessories the same, especially adding in the toilet. That's happening no matter what. And for this window, we could frame it out, maybe just do some warm shades on it. And those are the two looks. So let me know, do you like the first, the darker, more solid look, or do you like the wallpaper, patterned, and board and batten look? And the last thing that I want to do in today's video is show you guys the backyard at night. Some of you had requested to see how bright the solar lights look, and this is taken on my phone. It's not edited in any way, and so this is how they look. They're pretty bright, and I'm really happy with them. So thank you for watching today's video, and thank you for all of your opinions, because I definitely need you guys' help, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!